For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check out g2a.com, and if you need any Ultimate Team coins, then head over to FIFA. The code CHES will get you a discount on both sites, and all links are down below. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 46 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. Today we start with a game away from home against sort of local rivals, Colchester United. Of course, we're up in Cambridgeshire and they're a little bit further south in Essex, but there's not more than half an hour between us, so it is sort of a local rivalry. They've got Jabo Iberia starting up top in quite an attacking-minded 4-2-3-1 formation, two very deep CDMs, but the four attacking players will probably try and catch me on the counter-attack more so than actually them trying to dominate possession. But we're starting our stereotypical 4-4-2 formation with, of course, Liam Hughes and Robbie Simpson up top. Hughes is having to fill in because, of course, Tom Elliott is out injured, which means that Adam Armstrong has been drafted into the first team, which means that in the rotation side we only have one striker. So I put Liam Hughes up top. He's actually a very good rotation player in real life. He can play right back, right mid, centre mid, up top, wide left. He's such a utility player. He's really versatile. So that is actually coming in handy here by the fact that we're actually now able to play him up top in a striker role. So we'll see how he gets on. Robbie Simpson, though, is going to play the ball back to Tom Champion here, who gets it into Liam Hughes. A wonderful turn. Good strike. Unfortunately, though, not quite on target, and we aren't able to take the lead 15 minutes in. Now, today's episode, of course, has the transfer deadline day in it. We will be trying to bring some people into the club if we possibly can. I'm still waiting to hear back from the board as we see this, but we are going to go 1-0 up, so hopefully that can inspire the board to give us some extra funds. Liam Hughes with the header. Great cross by Luke Chadwick, who's playing out on the right hand side in place of Liam Hughes, who would have been playing on the right hand side. So a bit of even more rotation to the rotation side, but good shot here by Robbie Simpson, well saved. But who's there on the rebound? It's Liam Hughes again with his second of the game, 59 minutes in. He's doing such a fantastic job playing up top to fill in for the Adam Armstrong change, and he gets himself a second goal. So we're 2-0 up now as we head towards the end of the game. Still 15 minutes to go though, and Hughes plays the ball into Simpson here, who's going to get it back to him through this little gap. Lovely turn by Liam Hughes, and he powers it in at the near post to make it Cambridge 3, Colchester 0. And he's got himself a hat-trick. Why have I not been playing Liam Hughes up top more often, you ask? It's ridiculous, isn't it? What a way to step up. Fantastic. I was thinking about letting him go between Season 2 and Season 3 because I was hoping to bring some better players in, but what a way to step up to the plate. Liam Hughes saying, I want to stay at Cambridge United. Says, don't sell me, I can still do a job for you. A Liam Hughes hat-trick gives us a 3-0 win away from home, and that will not only give us a great boost to our points total, but to our goal difference as well. Now we are, like I say, looking to bring in some players for next season on pre-contract. We're looking at Michael O'Halloran. We do need a wide player. Of course, we've got Alain San-Maximin on loan at the minute from Saint-Etienne for this second year, but I would like a player of my own for that third season so that we don't have to rely so heavily on loan deals. And we're also looking at bringing in Nathan Eccleston up top as a striker because Robbie Simpson is looking like he's going to be on his way out of the club in the third season. So, of course, with the injuries right now, we can't afford to let him go in this window, but I am looking to replace Robbie Simpson in the third season. Nathan Eccleston will be a great replacement. He's pacey, can finish, and hopefully he will be able to come into the club. But before we can finalise any deals, we have an extremely big game. We've already played Peterborough United once in the league this season in a very dramatic game where we managed to scrape a 1-1 draw thanks to a last gasp Tom Elliott equaliser after someone had gotten sent off earlier on in the game. Now we play each other in an even bigger head-to-head. This time it's in the FA Cup, and of course we could very much do with the prize fund for getting through this game into the next round. So if we can pick up a victory here, A, it will help boost us financially, and B, give us the local bragging rights, because of course Cambridge United versus Peterborough United is the biggest derby that Cambridge United could possibly want to play. So Chico E stands the ball up to Kwesi Appiah, a perfect way to start a derby game this big with a 1-0 lead after 10 minutes. We've mentioned recently that Kwesi hasn't been coming up with the goals, but that is a big one. He's not the tallest, but to get the header on target and into the top corner was very good indeed, and we are 1-0 in front in the early stages. Woods makes a good good tackle, but then gets tackled again by Mendes Lang. We get the initial clearance away, drops to Payne on the edge of the box, and that was not far away from Peterborough, almost instantly getting themselves back on level terms just a few minutes later. Cut across the ball there. Perhaps the efforts of the midfielder there, Ryan Donaldson, to get across him actually put him off, which is what made him kind of slash across the ball and make it arc away from goal. But delighted to be 1-0 up and to have kept a clean sheet so far. Kwesi Appiah with his second chance of the game, unfortunately this time on his left foot, and he too cuts across the ball, and it's the bend on the ball as it rotates away from goal that takes it into the side netting and not into the back of the net. But Kwesi's through again here, just trying twisting and turning the defenders backpedaling away from him, finally beats him, gets in behind, and that shows the rustiness of Kwesi Appiah right now. 9 times out of 10 last season and earlier on in this season, in the opening 2 or 3 months, he would have buried that in the bottom corner. This time drags it wide, but Peterborough try something from the free kick, and well, that I initially thought was a straight penalty, a battering challenge to knock the Peterborough attacker to the floor. But we get the most incredible let-off, the fact that he was offside, and I don't even think he was offside. If he was, it was by like 2 inches. We get so lucky there as we head into the second half now that we just had to try and capitalise that as soon as possible. Ryan Donaldson just doing fantastic work here. Kwesi Appiah on the ball. That is a more stereotypical Kwesi Appiah finish. It's what we're used to seeing from him. A wonderful finesse shot around the goalkeeper into the bottom corner from over 20-25 yards out. Really top finish from Kwesi, and if he can do that more often, then we definitely will be keeping him at the end of this third season, and he will stay in the first team for season 3 in the Championship. What we have to maintain though is our winning run, and if we could get a third goal here on the breakaway, that really would put the game to bed. Adam Armstrong into the first team for the injured Tom Elliott. Bang! It's Cambridge 3, Peterborough United 0. 2 back-to-back 3-0 victories, 1 in the league and 1 in the cup, give us an advance in the FA Cup to the 4th round, and of course an extra points boost for the league total as well. The unfortunate thing is that we don't get the prize money from this game until after transfer deadline day, so we can't use it to bring in an extra player, which means I had to prioritise between Michael O'Halloran and Nathan Eccleston. Now I'm going to go for the winger because we do have 4 strikers at the club, so I'm going to go for the winger over the striker, and hopefully in the summer we'll be able to bring someone else in. But as you can see, it's deadline day. A couple of big moves already in this particular window, with Benteke going to Roma from Aston Villa for £18 million. We of course, as you can see, are going to get a couple of emails here in the 9th hour, and we get a counter offer received. In fact, we aren't able to offer Nathan Eccleston another deal anyway, because he said we've offered him too many times, we haven't matched his wanted wage, and he won't sign. Fortunately though, O'Halloran does sign, but I had to match what he wanted with the £2,000 a week, and it was because we'd been trying to offer Nathan Eccleston just that little bit less that he got frustrated with the transfer talks and kind of pulled out. But we are able to get through in the next round of the FA Cup, and in fact the next game in tomorrow's episode will be the second leg of the Johnson's Paint Trophy area final against Birmingham City. Now of course we're 1-0 up from the opening round in that game, but in the league right now there's nothing to choose between the 3 of us. As you can see, Cambridge United and Barnsley sat joint top of the table. It is only that goal difference that sees us sit top and not second ahead of Barnsley, because we've both won 16, drawn 14 and lost 1, so incredibly tight. We've also both conceded only 20 goals, so it really is our goal scoring form that is the reason why we're at the top of the table, and Birmingham sit only a further point behind us. They've won more games than anyone else in the league so far, Birmingham. They've just lost more than ourselves and Barnsley put together, which is why they're 3rd and not 1st. But things are not as difficult as perhaps they could be if we were on Legendary right now in League 1, but they are going to get incredibly more difficult once we get the promotion, if we can get the promotion, into the Championship for the 3rd season. So I'm quite happy, quite satisfied staying on World Class for now, because of course it's a Road to Glory series, and if we got stuck in League 2 and League 1 in the opening few seasons, that would kind of kill the series off, wouldn't it? So I like the fact that we're being so dominant right now in League 2 and League 1, because that is for the benefit of the series in the long term. So those of you that are asking me to step it up to Legendary, we'll just hold off for now, and then we'll see how things go in the 3rd season if we can make it to the Championship. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. days. Drop this video a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on anything over the coming weekend. We'll have my player tomorrow and more career mode Road to Glory. But of course, there was the end of Season 1 of the Liverpool career mode went up over the past few days, and today we were looking for some transfer targets in this afternoon's video. So check the channel page for that. Drop this video a like, subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you don't already. Links will be in the description, and I will see you next time.